setup here, and excited to be making videos again. I actually have a couple that I've made in the recent past that I want to do for you guys, including like a Lego build session, so that'll be pretty cool. I really hope you can't hear the noise downstairs. Someone's playing music, but yeah, what I wanted to do in this video, in honor of the Lord of the Rings of Power trailers, all of the trailers they've been releasing lately, I wanted to talk about that, as well as a couple of theories, as well as a theory that sounded outlandish when I first came up with it, but has since, like, because of the most recent trailer, and this guy back here, you probably can't tell what that is yet, but I'll go over it. It seems to be kind of like pretty plausible now. So first, I just wanted to go over some stuff you've probably seen in the past of Lord of the Rings related things that I have on me, and yeah, hopefully you find this relaxing and getting used to whispering again. So hopefully there's not too many breaths or sharp sounds. And if you fall asleep during this video, hey, sleep tight. Glad to have you here. And if you don't, and you want to hear what I have to say about the Rings of Power trailer and some of my stuff here, then welcome. Good to have you guys back. So first, you already saw I have these, art from the films books that I did some tapping on, and this is The Return of the King. I have The Hobbit, The Fellowship of the Ring, and The Two Towers as well, and I love these little books. Sometimes a good little paperback like this is awesome. But that being said, I do have this. Is the 50th anniversary of The Lord of the Rings from J.R.R. Tolkien, and it includes The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. It also has the appendices in here, so a lot of stuff you see in the extended versions of The Lord of the Rings, that's going to be from the appendices. They put it at the end of The Return of the King. So I also got a little Gandalf bookmark here, a little holographic Gandalf bookmark. I'll remember where it is. It's at the start of The Return of the King. That's what I'm on now. So yeah, love this thing. Makes great sounds. Scuff marks. Let's see, where's the one? Here's one. And I took a nick out of it somewhere. Oh yeah, over here. But honestly, I think that kind of stuff adds character. I like that kind of stuff. I mean, I do take care of my things, but I'm not, depending on what it is, I'm not so broken up about it if it gets a little bit of wear and tear. So that's something I got there. Another quick cool thing I have is from The Hobbit. Big fan of Legos. So I got little Bilbs here. Little Bilbo Baggins with the sword, with Sting, and the ring. And this set actually includes Gollum. Pull that back here. So it's got Gollum with a little fish on his raft with a bunch of bones. Probably bats' wings and stuff in there too. For some reason, it also includes Elrond. Elrond is in The Hobbit, so it makes sense. But yeah, there you go. So, includes Elrond. And these are a little dusty. They've been up on this display back here. This is guess, sleeps in where he keeps the ring, so it's got an extra little ring in there. This thing's pretty cool. So I love that. I don't know how I forgot this. I just bought this. I'm so happy about this because in this day and age, you know, we have a bunch of different like streaming services and everything. Only a few of them will stream in 4K Dolby Vision, and it's oftentimes not the movies you even want to see in 4K Dolby Vision. I could not find The Lord of the Rings anywhere 4K Dolby Vision, but I found it online for about $60. I bought this off Amazon. It's even got a digital code for Movies Anywhere. And the box art is beautiful. And it's got the box art there in the front. So it's going to be the movies, the extended versions, and the theatrical versions, which I actually personally prefer the theatrical versions. Because while I am a Tolkien buff, I'm also a film buff, and I'd rather have a movie be paced a little bit better than to include like everything it has to offer, which, don't get me wrong, I still watch the extended versions, and I do really enjoy them. Especially it's just cool to see that they put all this stuff from the appendices and stuff from the books that didn't quite make it into the theatrical cut. So, yeah, pretty cool. It's got a bunch of discs. I'm not going to pull out all of them because, good lord, there's a lot. That's the Fellowship of the Ring, and it's the theatrical version. That was a weird hand position. My hand was shaking. So, yeah, that's like my new prized possession. I just got like an OLED TV. I got the LG C1 OLED. And watching movies in 4K Dolby Vision is like, it is so good. It is so wonderful. And, yeah, I haven't watched them all, but I did like pop it on to see the difference. A cool thing about it is it doesn't have that kind of green bluish haze over what like the other Blu-rays have. All the colors very accurate. The film looks amazing, and they actually took the time to take the film and scan it into 4K. Now, granted, it doesn't look as crisp as some modern movies, but these movies always looked good. So just having a little bit more resolution, really accurate color, and like deep true blacks for the color and the luminance and everything is just, it's amazing. So if you haven't got that, highly recommend it. This video is not sponsored by Lord of the Rings or the Tolkien estate. I guess I should say that, but you're probably guessing it's not. So yeah, that's just a couple of things that I have regarding Lord of the Rings that I thought might make some cool sounds and hopefully you'd enjoy to see. Now what I wanted to talk about in this video is the Lord of the Rings trailers have just come out. The first teaser came out a few weeks ago, and then at Comic-Con they just released the full main trailer with like more dialogue, more characters, and you get a little bit more of the sense of the story. That was kind of a weird sentence. You get more of a sense of the story. So, a couple things I really like off the bat that I'll just like I'll kind of like compliment sandwich this thing. I really like Galadriel. I am 100% sold on this actress as Galadriel. I think she's going to do an amazing job. I think she's got the look. She has the presence now that we've seen her speak. She's got some really cool lines to like Elrond in that teaser. And then you get to hear her talk more in this main trailer. So Galadriel, sold on her. I'm very interested in something that I'll talk about towards the end of the video, which is at the very end of the trailer, and if you've seen it, you probably know what that is right there. What do you think that is? Who knows? If you know, you know. So, yeah, very interested in that. The visuals are incredible. I think it's shot so well, and I saw actually a video from Alana Pierce. She's a games journalist and a writer for Santa Monica Studios on God of War. I saw her poster reaction to it, and she had mentioned that comparing the Lord of the Rings trailer with the new Game of Thrones series, the House of the Dragon trailer, House of the Dragon is lit more realistically, maybe a little more dramatically, and the Lord of the Rings looks, to her, she said this, a little more like not as realistic or dramatic, I guess. So in my words, in my interpretation of that, and I do agree with her, this show, while it looks beautiful, it does have a more fantasy, picturesque look to it, whereas Game of Thrones is always going to have a little more grittier, realistic look. So I agree with her on that, but I still think it looks beautiful. So visuals, beautiful. I like that elf character they keep showing with the short hair, and he's always jumping at something or in chains, and he looks like he's going to be the action guy. He's got that girlfriend who's like a human. Now that leads into something I'm not thrilled about, and it's not that I don't think they can do it well. I think it's more along the lines of, I don't know that this is something they should lean too heavily into because it's been done before. It's the forbidden love trope. So we'll probably see something like that in this show. But it could still be awesome. I think those characters look intriguing. A couple other things I'm not thrilled about are the Hobbits, or the Harfoots as they call them. Well, again, they can be very endearing. So far, they kind of seem ham-fisted in there. If you know anything about the lore, Hobbits or Harfoots didn't do anything in the Second Age. In fact, the only ones that ever did anything besides a few, like the Tooks or whatever, were Bilbo and Frodo. And, obviously Sam, Pippin, and Merry. So, yeah, I hope they're not too big of a presence, although they probably just have that in there for some familiarity so you can recognize that. Another thing that I'm not super thrilled about, again, sorry if you can hear music, nothing I can do about that. I'll try to get it out in the edit. But another thing that I'm not thrilled about is the look of what I'm assuming is Anatar, the Lord of Gifts, which is Sauron's alias. Sauron presents himself as this very beautiful person who's very conniving, and he tricks you to like him, and he gets you to build craft these rings and things like that. Anatar, the Lord of Gifts. And he's, like I said, he's supposed to be beautiful. Not that this actor isn't a beautiful person. It's just this actor playing what I'm assuming, and again, I'm assuming this is Anatar, Lord of Gifts. Maybe it's just like a harbinger of Sauron, as opposed to actually Sauron in disguise. But if this is Sauron in disguise, he kind of clearly looks evil. People are comparing him to Slim Shady, and I see it. But if you're gonna be someone who's conniving and gets people to like you, to do whatever you want, you're not gonna look straight up evil. This person just looks evil with the costume and makeup. So that's something I hope is either not Anatar, Lord of Gifts, or if it is, that appearance changes when he's presenting himself to be likable. So yeah, I've rambled on a little bit. Let's talk about the Meteor Man. This is back to something I like, that I'm very interested in. 3 theories. 1, and most likely what I would bet on, it's Sauron. 2, it could be Gandalf. It could be Olorin coming down from heaven in Lord of the Rings. There's Iluvatar, God, the Valar, including, I think Melkor is the bad one, and then Medway, I can't remember the names, but they're the archangels, and then what Gandalf is, a Maiar, an angel. He served one of the Valars, or was under one of the Valars, got sent to Middle Earth, and I think it could be Gandalf because 1, in that main teaser, it showed him blurred, it looks kind of like Gandalf, and 2, the Harfoots find him. Maybe it's another little nod to why Gandalf is so close to them. I think that one's unlikely. But 3, my most favorite one. And I was thinking this was the most outlandish until, boom, that guy. The Balrog. I think this could be because Gandalf is a Maiar, and Balrogs are also Maiar. Corrupted. Went down a very different path. So maybe because Sauron's the main villain, we're not going to solve the Sauron problem his show. That happens in Lord of the Rings. Although he does technically get defeated again in the Second Age, I think. But maybe he's the running villain for the whole series, because I think there's 5 seasons. Maybe each season has its own big bad. Maybe one season will be one of the dragons. I hope it's Glaurung in this one, actually, but it might be a Balrog, because that'd be cool to see the first Maiar that comes down and becomes corrupted and becomes a Balrog. That would be awesome, because at the very end of the trailer they show one, and it looks freaking awesome. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about the show. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm definitely leaning more optimistic. And we're going to get a Balrog in this show. Hopefully we get dragons. I don't know if you've ever seen this. Smaug from The Hobbit. I like dragons, so if Glaurung is in this, he'd be an awesome kind of running villain throughout the series as well, because he starts off as like maybe like a couple times bigger than a crocodile, and then by the last time he's in a battle, he's enormous, like maybe almost Smaug size, maybe bigger. I can't remember the details, but he gets big and starts breathing fire. So he'd be an awesome villain, and he also does the dragon thing where he can kind of corrupt your mind and make you like under a spell or something. So just throwing theories out here. I'm clearly pretty excited, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you excited? Hopefully I didn't get too rambunctious and speak too fast. I apologize if I did. But yeah, let me know what you think about the trailers in the comment section down below. If you're asleep, sleep tight. And if you're still here, thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around for more videos. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.